when they bring back the original sounding Sega. You know it's gonna be good. Hello everybody, and welcome to another Overrated review, and today we are tackling Sonic Mania. And for those of you that are wondering whether or not Sonic Mania is indeed an excellent example of what 2D Sonic and what Sonic games should be all about, the answer, I'm certain you probably know this by now, is an astounding yes, yes, yes. I mean, look at what they provide to you. There's a competition mode for you and another buddy to tackle. You have time attack mode, which is always a pleasure of mine. And then you have Mania mode, which is your standard campaign. This is awesome! Okay, I'm trying to withhold my excitement, but I can't. I played this game last year, and I wanted to review this game a lot sooner, but I actually didn't have a YouTube channel when this game came out. But I have one now, and it's been past a year since it was released, and I thought to myself, let's review it anyway, so here we are. And Sonic Mania really is a love letter to all of the Sonic fans that love the 2D Sonic games way back on the Sega Genesis. They nailed it. I mean, they really did from head to toe. The soundtrack is beautiful. The graphics are back to that nice little 16-bit pixelated. Oh, it's just so, I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous to see this in full 2D action, back to how it used to look. Graphics are stunning, the art style is excellent. There's a story actually behind it that you can pick up. Obviously, it's Dr. Eggman has his henchmen. They try to take over the world, basically, the same old. But it's done with care, and it's done in a way that, once again, yet despite being the exact same story and familiarity that we're accustomed to in Sonic games, they found a way to make it fresh. And by they, I mean Sonic fans. Sonic Team had nothing to do with this game. This was literally a game developed by Sonic fans. It wasn't developed by, the people that usually make Sonic games. And, people are now, they're throwing shade at Sonic Team and saying, why can't you guys make a game like this? And, after playing a game like this, I'm kind of wondering the same thing a little bit. But, it's awesome. It's a game that was made by fans for fans of the traditional Sonic games, and it's just wonderful to see how far they've come. And I want to say good job, guys. Really, you did an amazing job on this game. You should be proud of yourselves. And part of what makes this game so ridiculously unique is the amount of extra content they put into this. Not only does it follow a lot of the traditional Sonic stuff from way back then, including the levels, you still have your Green Hill Zone and your Chemical Plant, all of those coming back with a special unique twist on them. You also get the classic challenges like this one that you can see here on the screen. I am terrible at this, but it was awesome to see it come back. You can also do the little bumper balls one, which is my favorite, although I think a lot of people don't like that one too much. I personally enjoyed it, and it's good to see them return. But this is also kind of where I'm disappointed. They didn't bring back the original from the very first Sonic the Hedgehog game, the one that makes you honestly feel really dizzy and sick to your stomach trying to play because you're going around in a circle trying to balance yourself. But, tomato, tomato, I wish they had a few more of these fun extra activities like this. But it's okay, because the fact that they even brought this back is pretty cool, I think, in my honest opinion. I feel like I should also mention that there is DLC content for those that really want it, but I'm not going to review, I'm not going to judge anything on this game based on the DLC content. I enjoyed it, personally, I have it. It's fine, because I'm a die-hard Sonic fan, but after playing the DLC, honestly, you're not missing much unless you're a die-hard Sonic fan. It's really meant for those particular people, so just letting you know a little bit about it. Now moving on. And we move on to the boss fights, which are fun and unique, and some of them are really easy and others are actually pretty challenging. I was quite impressed by the variety that I got, and once again, like everything else in this game, they give shoutouts to previous games, and one of them is a Mean Bean Machine. If you remember that, there's an actual boss fight that incorporates that game, so that's pretty cool, and I really enjoyed that. Now, there is one last thing I want to talk about before giving this beautiful game a score, and that's the biggest complaint by critics, and the biggest complaint that people have was the fact that this game uses a lot of the old zones. You know, Green Hill and Chemical Plant and Casino. A lot of the old zones come back again, and I love that because I feel like once again they found a way to make the old zones feel fresh again. But I can see where at the same time where critics are coming from and the fact that they wanted some new zones. Personally, I don't care. I don't care if you give me every single classic zone back again that's been changed up a little bit. I love them. They're a lot of fun. However, I do wish that the campaign was longer. Whether that be, you know, traditional zones or completely new realized zones, I would have liked the campaign to be longer. And while it's nice that there's all these extra things like time attack mode to pad out the playtime, the campaign just felt a little bit short. And you know, $20, I look at the campaign as needing to be a little bit longer, not much, but I would have appreciated it personally. Alright guys, that wraps up my review. If you're interested in trying out some other Sonic games, here's some down below as I'm recommending. You can check them out. And now, this one's a tough one to give a score for because I've been debating. It's between an A and an A-, and I've been throwing it back and forth over and over again in my head, and I've come to the conclusion that Sonic Mania is getting an A-. And even now, I'm still not certain. I mean, it is a love letter to Sonic fans everywhere, especially if you're a fan like I was. I grew up playing the original Sonic games, so they did a great job, and if you enjoyed those, you're gonna love this from head to toe. And if you think it deserves an A, you go ahead and give it an A. I won't blame you in the slightest, but it's just a great game. Please pick this game up, support it, and this is a good way to let Sega know this is what we want in a Sonic game. Alright guys, that's it for me. I am Bradley Overrated. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a like or a dislike, either way, and I will see you guys on the next Overrated review. I'm out like a trout.